What's good with y'all, man? Thank you for tuning in to AG Speaks. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Appreciate you checking me out, giving me a chance, clicking on my video. If you're a returning member, big shout out to you as well. You helping out the channel a lot. Y'all been helping me grow. I love y'all. On this one, we will be talking about, I forgot that fast. That's a problem. While we must take risk in life. If you don't take risk in life, it's a good chance you won't be much. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta take risk. You gotta get out here. You gotta, like, when people say life is a gamble, it really is. If you playing it too safe, playing it too calculated, you're not giving yourself a chance to bump your head and make the necessary mistakes. Now, I know making mistakes is scary. None of us wants to do it, but everybody does it anyway. Whether you work at a job, whether you pursuing entrepreneurship, whether you trying to do anything, you're gonna make mistakes. So why not try to win big in the process? You know what I mean? You gotta take risk, man. You gotta do things that other people aren't willing to do in order to strive to be the best person that you can be. It's a lot of people who stuck in the same place. It's a lot of people who wishing they could be somewhere that they're not. It's a lot more people who struggling than there are people that's striving, okay? And the reason why that is because a lot of people struggling, they stay stuck in a situation and they don't have to take the proper risk in order to make their lives bigger and better, okay? Now, what is an example of this? Let's say if you're working a job. You're working a job that you hate. You're not making that much money, but you don't have a lot of bills to pay, but you're really not making that much money. So let's say after 2 weeks, your paycheck come in, your paycheck about $800, $900. It's around $1,000, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say $850, $900, right? So your paycheck $850, $900, you ain't really got no bills, okay? So a risk would be to invest the money that you have, invest half the check into something that you want to do. So let's say you figure out what your talent and your goal is, and you want to create a business around that. You've been having this idea for a while, but every time you get your paycheck, you always find a way to spend it before you actually spend it on what you need to spend it on. You always find a way to go to the club. You always find a way to spend it on food and clothes and whatever the case may be. You always find a way to spend the money before putting it into your dreams and your goals. You're not taking any risk. You're just keeping your money to yourself and doing whatever you want with it. Now, one thing is that I would say will help your life a lot in that situation is take the money, don't spend it on dumb things, sacrifice your pleasures for the things that you really, really want, you know? And then once you start to invest your money, like if you got $900 and you invest $500, you risking $500. It's a risk, it is, because the $500 could poof, evaporate and you will feel like your work was for nothing. But the beautiful thing about that is, even if that was to happen, your money ain't really go to waste because you just learned something. And another thing is, money is energy. So the money that's connected to you is part of your energy. So if $500 of yours just evaporate, you're going to learn from it because the energy you feel from that disappointment is going to also calculate into your next move. Like a lot of stuff that people don't realize, learning is an energy thing as well. It's not just about mental, it's about energy. When you feel something is happening, that feeling will program you into not wanting to feel that feeling again. So that's a part of the process of learning. So when it comes down to taking risks, that's another thing about it. Even when you do take your losses while you're taking your risk, it's going to teach you so many things energetically as well as logically, intellectually. You get what I'm saying? So taking risk is a big thing that takes the small person to a higher level. And I think that people really need to start understanding that a lot more because there's so many people who just don't want to take a risk. Like everybody always find a reason to say why they don't want to do something, or find a reason to say why something won't work, or find a reason to say they're going to put it off till next week, put it off till next month, put it off till next year. Oh, this year I'm going to do it. Next year I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm just waiting on this. Oh, I'm just waiting on that. You waiting too much. You waiting too much. And this is another thing about it, man. No matter what, you taking risk in life no matter what, man. No matter what. Even if you do the same things every single day, even if you just literally do the same exact thing every single day, you're risking staying in the same position for the rest of your life. That's a risk. Staying in the same position for the rest of your life, growing up to be old, looking back on your life like, man, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't go there, I didn't go here, I didn't go. Like that type of regret gotta hurt. And I ain't never been through that, but I know that type of regret gotta hurt just to be at the end of your life and to feel like you did nothing within the time period from when you was born all the way up to that point that you wanted to do. You didn't take any of the risks that you wanted to take, and you just sat and watched your life fly by with all the ideas you had in your head. That gotta be a terrible feeling. Just not taking a risk is a risk in itself. So you might as well go ahead and just take the risk. In order to be anybody in life, you gotta take risks, man. You gotta be somebody that's willing to put your pride to the side, put your ego to the side, put your fear to the side, and make something happen. Like, it is what it is. It's the game of life. You don't play no game and don't take a risk. Like, That's how life go. That's what makes life a game. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that people would take what I'm saying and really interpret it really put it into their life, because it'll change so many things for you. When I was taking a lot of risk, I was saying, and to this day I still take risk. I still invest my money. I still put my money in things I'm not sure if it'll work or not. I just bet some money on the Browns. I mean, man, I don't even want to talk about it. I remember I bet some money on the Browns. I put like $300 on the Browns, lost all that money same day. But if I would have won, I would have got $10,000 off a $300 bet. So you get what I'm saying? The risk was worth the reward. The risk was worth the reward to me, but the reward didn't come, so I lost the money you know what I'm saying? So next time I know, like, don't be so quick to put your money in. You know what I'm saying? Just start being more logical. And the Browns is my team, so maybe I don't need to be betting on my team because that's an emotional attachment. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't bet too much money that I was really mad about either. Like, I was already cool with the money being gone because I already feel like I spent it. So, and that's another thing. If you are gonna take risk, manage your risk properly. Don't just take risks that you feel like you can't come back from, or if it don't go right, you'll be real hurt, or like take manageable risk. Like if you was to lose something, or if you was to take a step back, you feel like it's not too bad to where you'll be in the slump. You know what I'm saying? Like manage your risk properly as well. But build yourself up to where you actually are allowing yourself to take the risk. Like I said, let's go back to the job, for example. If you're making $900 every 2 weeks, like you need to save some of that money before you just start spending it on X, Y, and Z. You feel me? Like if you're not comfortable spending half of your paycheck on an investment, which is $500 out of the 900, okay, well wait another 2 weeks. Don't spend the money you already got. Just buy little stuff that you need. Don't spend all the money you got though. Like try to give yourself like a goal. Like, okay, by the next 2 weeks, I want to keep 700 out of this 900. So by the time this other 900 come, I can have $1,600. And then once you got $1,600, you won't feel as bad about investing the 500, because even after you spend the 500, you still got over $1,000 left. Like, learn how to manage your risk that benefits you and makes you comfortable. You feel me? Like, you ain't got to just take crazy risks, but you got to take risks to where, okay, maybe I can manage this. You feel me? Like, just start thinking about it more so like that. So, yeah, but other than that, I'm going to just keep it at that, man. I hope y'all got some type of value from this video. Hope y'all learned something from this video. I hope that y'all take something I said and can use it in your life. And other than that, I'm gone.